Now you can see I have a decibel meter right here. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try out the different fan options. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm gonna be unboxing and reviewing the Keystone 6000 BTU window mounted air conditioner. I did receive this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in my video description below. You can see how it comes packaged right here in a very simple retail box. Their logo and branding. We have our Energy Star sticker and certification on here. The estimated yearly energy cost is $48. Also, this is a 6000 BTU unit, which means it can cool a room up to 250 square feet in size. Now let's go ahead, let's open this up and look at the package contents. So here are all the package contents. First up, you can see we have our remote control user guide right here walking us through all the features of the remote control, what the indicators mean, how to set everything up, and all the different functions and operations of this remote control. We also have our user guided manual walking us through step by step all of the proper safety instructions and how to actually install the device and unit in multiple languages. Next up, you can see our accordion panels. Next, we have our included remote control with 2 included AAA batteries. Our hardware kit. We have all of our weather stripping and seals, and we have our top rail as well. And last but not least, we have the unit itself right here. Check it out. You can see the Keystone logo and branding and our control panel. Now let's go ahead. Let's look at the unit in more detail. So at the top of the unit, you can see we can change the air direction right here to the left or to the right. Both can be adjusted separately. We can also adjust the tilt right there too. So we can point it further up if we want. On the front, we have our removable filter as well. Let's pop that out. So you can see there's our filter and filter cover right here. And that just snaps right back in place, just like you see right there. We also have our plug. Check out the wall plug and the cable length right there. So you have the power option right there, just to plug into your standard wall outlet. Now let's go over the controls. So to control your device, you can use the built-in control panel, or you can use the remote control. If you're looking at the remote control, they have a full user guide on this to go over all of the settings in more detail. But first up, you can see a great display, followed by a front and center power button for us. Then you can see we have our mode button right here, cycling between auto, cool, dry, and fan modes. We have our energy saver mode, followed by our follow me mode. This will use the current temperature for where you are, where the remote control is, and communicate with the machine to make sure you're cool and comfortable. No more uneven room temperatures, so you can use the follow me mode and it will adjust the temperature accordingly to your location with the remote control. Next, you can see we got our sleep button, followed by our up and down arrows to change the time or the temperature. We have our LED button to turn the LEDs off at the unit. We have our clock button, our cancel button, our timer button, and our fan button. We have multiple fan settings. We have auto, low, medium, and high. Check out that remote control. We already went ahead and installed the 2 AAA batteries. You can see them right there. Fits comfortably in the hand as well too. And a really nice display to really see everything up close and to know exactly what's going on with your unit if you're not in the same room. Now let's go ahead, let's go over the installation instructions. So the installation instructions are very simple and straightforward. You can see we're referencing the install instructions for the 5,000 to 12,000 BTU units. First up, prepare the window. Next, prepare the air conditioner, following the steps shown. Now we're ready to install the accordion panels. Then you can see we have to secure them in place, followed by installing the support bracket. Next up, we're ready to install weather stripping for Energy Star models. And then last but not least, they have instructions if you need to remove the AC from your window as well. Now let's go ahead, let's get our unit set up and prepared to be installed in our window. So the first thing we need to do is install the top rail. So you can see we have the top rail right here. with 4 screw holes on the unit, 4 screw holes on the top rail itself. And we have the 4 screws we're going to be using that were taped in a plastic baggie to the top rail. So go ahead, line the top rail up at the top of the unit, and you're going to drop the screws in place, and you're going to tighten them down with a Phillips head screwdriver. So now you can see we successfully installed the top rail right here. We have all 4 screws fastened in place, and we're ready to install the accordion panels. When installing the accordion panel, you have 2 different panels. One's marked left and one's marked right. So you can see we're installing the right panel right here. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece at the very end and you're going to slide it down right here. And then we're going to feed the rest of this into the framing and the rails. So let's go ahead, let's pull this guy out a little bit and let's get him lined up. Just like you see right here. Just drop him down in place. We have 1 more to go. Line everything up, drop it down just like so. And now we're gonna pull everything out while sliding it down a little more. And there we go. We got the bottom rail in. Now we should have the top rail in. And we just installed the first half. And we have to do that again on the other side. But you can see we have the accordion panel right there. Now we can slide out to fit our window depending on the size. Now repeat that exact same step for the other side. So now you can see with both sides installed right here, we're ready to go ahead to prepare the window for installation. So window preparation is going to look a little bit different for everybody depending on your window and situation. In this case, we had to take the screen out. I also went ahead, I just gently set everything in place too to get a feel for the seams and the gaps that we may have to apply proper weather stripping. So for this specific unit, down here at the bottom, it'd be nice to go ahead and use this strip along the windowsill and ledge. So it's going to keep acting as a nice buffer to keep the outside air out. Yours may be different though. You may or may not need that. That's just my observation for this specific install. I can also see some gaps along the sides right here too, where the accordion's just not going to fully sit flush. But again, we have the additional weather strips that we can use for that as well. If I wanted to, make a more permanent solution and really block the air out, I can do that with these strips. There's a lot of freedom and flexibility with the included pieces to get the proper seal and fit for your window. Don't forget too to seal the top of the window as well with the included foam. You can see we have some extra right here we could cut off, but just gently go ahead and press it down in place to block out that outside air. So once you kind of test fit everything and make sure you're happy with the seals, the weather stripping and the foam, everything like that, you're ready for the last step, which is to attach the unit to your window. You can see we got 3 screw holes at the top right here. We also have options at the bottom, a couple different clips that are included that we can use depending on our type of window, that we can use the clips to install and fasten the accordion panel into place at the bottom of the window as well. So with that being said, go ahead, you can get a drill. You can drill out the holes right here and then drill out the holes for the bottom as well, so you don't damage your window, split or crack anything. That's what you'll do, and you'll attach 3 screws at the top. You'll have 2 more screws, 1 for each side at the bottom. Then they also give you this nice lock that you can use at the top. You can fasten that into your window as well to block the window from coming up any further, to keep you protected. Just a nice safety feature that they have. You can attach that as well to keep your window locked in place. So now you can see we have the unit installed. Let's go ahead, let's power it on, and let's look at all the different settings. So here we go. We just powered it on. You can see currently set to 73 with auto for our fan speed, and we're in cool mode. So we can adjust the temperature in the top left-hand corner all the way down to 62, and we can adjust it all the way back up right here. So let's go ahead, let's go to our max setting, 86 degrees. Let's keep it at a nice 72 for now. Then you can see our timer off and on, and we can adjust the time right there. Check filter, so you can see we can check the filter, which is pretty cool. Then we have our sleep mode, so we can activate that if we want. Then you can see we have our mode options. We're in cool. We can switch to dry. We can go to fan, and we can go back to auto. Now let's leave it at cool, and we can adjust the fan speed. Currently we're at auto. We can go to low. This is our low setting. Here's medium. Here's high. And now you can see we have our energy saver button right here. Follow me right there for the remote control. So we can use that from the remote. That'll be our nice indicator right there. If I go ahead, I push the follow me button, you can see on the remote control now it lights up. And then we have our on and off button again on the control panel. Now you can see I have a decibel meter right here. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna try out the different fan options and settings to see how loud each setting is. So we're gonna start with low, then go to medium and high, and we're gonna get the different readouts and see what our max decibel is. So let's go ahead, let's change it to fan. And now let's go to our low setting. There we go. And let's see how loud it is. So there we go, guys. An even 60 decibels is the max readout we get with the low setting. Now let's go ahead, let's try medium. So for medium, we got 70.5 decibels. Now let's go ahead, let's try it on high. So with the high fan speed settings, we got 75.5 decibels. So now we got it set to 62 and I have my temperature gun here. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get some readouts inside. Currently we're getting 60 degrees, 64 degrees as we measure the temperature, just the surface temperature right there in the unit, somewhere between 60 and 64 degrees. Now we're gonna let this run for a couple of minutes and come back and check the temperature again. So now I'm back in the room, guys. It's been running for 10 minutes. The remote control now shows a temperature of 62 degrees Fahrenheit. We have shaved off 8 degrees. It just went down from 63 degrees. So somewhere between 7 and 8 degrees cooled off in this room just within a 10-minute period. Now let's go ahead. Let's take some more temperature readings. Now it's 35 degrees in there, 34.8. Wow, that has cooled off drastically in there, 34.7. So a big change as it's been running for 10 minutes, which is what you would expect too though. So it's been running for 10 minutes. We've dropped somewhere between 7 and 8 degrees in the room. And it's really putting out some nice cold air, not cool air, nice cold and chilly, frigid air. Really quickly, I wanted to go over some more of the settings and features with you guys after using this unit. The first one I want to talk about is the sleep feature. So if you push the sleep button, that's going to initiate sleep mode. And then for the next 30 minutes, the temperature will decrease by 2 degrees Fahrenheit. And then 30 minutes after that, it will decrease by another 2 degrees Fahrenheit. So within an hour of pushing the button, it will have changed 4 degrees Fahrenheit for you. It will stay that way and maintain for 6 hours. Then it'll go back to the original pre-sleep settings for you. Also, in regards to the energy feature, if you push that button, you can only use it in cool, dry, auto, and auto cooling and auto fan modes. The fan will continue to run for 3 minutes after the compressor shuts off. Then the fan cycles on for 2 minutes at 10-minute intervals until the temperature is above the set temperature, at which time the compressor turns back on and cooling starts again. So that's what happens if you use the energy saver feature. Lastly, in regards to the follow me feature, we talked about this earlier, but it's really a cool feature. So you have the built-in thermostat in your remote control that's taking the temperature in your room. If you activate that, it's gonna ping that temperature back to your machine every 3 minutes at 3-minute intervals, letting the machine know what temperature to be at to keep the room nice and comfortable for you. So there's no more spotty coverage or anything like that with this window AC. Keep in mind though, after a 7-minute interval, if there's no signal, it will turn that mode off and go back to its original operating mode. Also, another feature I want to talk about for a second is the timer options. We have a ton of different timer settings. We can turn it on, we can turn it off, we can turn it off, then on, and we can turn it on, then off, and you can just adjust the interval accordingly. This remote guide is very helpful to walk you through those different settings, explaining it with a diagram of how it works when you set on to, let's say, 8 hours right there. So you can see it's going to stay off, and then 8 hours later, it's going to come on. Vice versa for the time off. You can see it's going to stay on and then shut off 6 hours later. Then we have the on and off settings right here. Timer on, timer off. And then we have our timer off, timer on settings right there. And you can see the difference with the nice chart and diagram and nice sample settings for you. So you can master that control. Very nice to have the built-in timer as well. So now let me share with you my final thoughts after installing the unit and using the unit. So first, I want to say the installation process is very simple and straightforward. If you've ever installed one of these before, you'll be able to install this one just fine. They all typically follow the same process and pattern. Prep your window, place the unit in, expand out the accordion, put in your weatherproofing, sealing, all that good stuff. Then you're going to go ahead, you're going to fasten it in place, plug it in, power it on, and you're all set and ready to go. So installation, simple, straightforward, anybody can do it. Should take you 30 minutes or less, I would say typically. Can't expect anybody really spending more than an hour. Now keep in mind, you might want to get a buddy to help you to hoist it in place. It does weigh over 40 pounds, so keep that in mind. Obviously, guys, the size and form factor will vary depending on brand, manufacturer, and size. So 6,000 BTUs on the smaller end for a window unit. They can go up to 12,000 plus BTUs, so you'd have a much heavier and larger machine if you're getting a larger size. But at 6,000 BTU, it's 250 square feet. It can cool off. Perfect for a bedroom, apartment, that sort of thing. You're not going to have any issues with cooling. It gets very, very cold air blowing through there, which is really nice. Also, they have you covered with the LED lights. You can turn them off, which is cool. Great if you're going to be using this in your bedroom and you want to have a nice dark room to sleep at night without an annoying, 62 always showing up in the dark. You're able to turn that off. Also, I like the remote control. It's one of my favorite remote controls I've used for a window AC unit. It's great that they have the built-in thermostat. That is such a cool feature to have. I love being able to see the temperature right where we're at with the remote control. That can help keep your room better regulated in regards to temperature and cooling. So I love seeing that. Now, with that being said, they did such a good job with the remote control. This isn't as big of a deal, but I really, really, really wish this was a smart window AC unit. It's just screaming to have voice control and mobile app control. So I'd love to see that in the future, but they still give you timer and sleep mode and the ability to, use the control panel or the nice remote control. So it's not that big of an inconvenience, but it would be really nice to have voice control functionality built in some capacity. So slap some Wi-Fi in there and let us use it with our mobile devices. That would be so cool in the future. Get it? So cool in the future. Anyways, guys, other than that, I'm trying to point out anything that I encountered that I wasn't happy with or anything like that. And I just can't think of anything. Very smooth installation process and it's working just fine. No issues there. It blows really cold air. Very happy with it overall. I think just the biggest thing for me is it's teasing me because I want that smart functionality and it doesn't have it yet, but the compromise is a great remote control. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.